say that success leaves clues. So for those nearing retirement, what can you learn from those who have retired successfully? Joining us to discuss is Tony Roberts, president and founder of Prosperity Asset Management, a firm that helps individuals and couples live a more secure retirement. Now, Tony, is there even such a thing these days as successful retirement?
Well, Michelle, there is. Yeah. And it's a little bit harder today than it was in the past. The market does go down instead of going up all the time. But yeah, people can live a successful retirement. And again, the way that is usually measured is about what we call lifestyle. Many people have become accustomed to a lifestyle that they've lived right before they go into retirement. And just because we retire, Michelle, doesn't mean we want to stop living that lifestyle. So while I tell people a lot, I would love to go back and be 30 years old again, I don't particularly want to have my pocketbook that I had when I was age 30. And it's the same way with the people we help. They want to make sure that they're doing what they want to do when they want to do it on their own terms. So
what does a successful retirement look like? You mentioned lifestyle.
Well, yeah, it is doing the lifestyle you want to do. Yeah. I've got clients who live on $30,000 a year, and I've got clients who live on $30,000 a month. Both of them are happy. It's just a different lifestyle. So again, I think there's four main things to living a successful retirement, Michelle. Number one is doing what you want to do, when you want to do it, with the people you want to do it with, and then at the end, having an impact for others. Because in most cases, we work with people where their money is out going to live them. And so there's an impact there, whether it be for family, grandchildren, causes that are near to heart, charitable giving, whatever the case may be. What impact do you want to have down the road in 20, 30, 40 years to leave for others?
So how do you begin to figure out a plan for your clients? How does that work?
Well, first of all, we get together, we start having a Q&A back and forth, and again, I ask them one main question. It sounds sort of simple, but I just look at it, I said, you know, if we were sitting down, I'd say, Michelle, what do you want retirement to look like? Yeah. You know, what do you want to do? So once we find that out, then we start mapping strategies. And you know, I've been doing this 38 years, and it's so much easier today because we've got software that allows us to go in and say, well, what about this, and what about this, and what about this? So you can change direction, and you can look at different things. And many cases, Michelle, people will sit there and say, well, I'm thinking about maybe retiring next year, but I just don't know if I can. So maybe we look at a model for 1 year out, and then maybe we look at a model and say, let's 3 or 4 or 5 years out and see what the differences are and see, hey, look, maybe if we work another 2, 3, 4 years, it can really make a difference.
And taxes come into play.
Oh,
so how do you help people with that?
Well, the first thing we've done, and we just recently did this, we purchased some software and actually added it onto our website. So viewers, if you want to take 30 seconds, there's nothing to buy or sell or anything else here. Take 30 seconds, go out to our website. That's arobertsassociates.com, arobertsassociates.com, and up in the right-hand corner, there is a tax retirement button. Click on that, put in a little bit of data, and it can actually calculate how much tax exposure you're going to have in retirement. And Michelle, I must say, most of our listeners out there today probably have no clue how much they're going to pay in tax during retirement.
But I love that. You can just pop in some numbers and you can...
Pop in some numbers, it'll give you an idea. It will also give you an idea that if you want to do some tax planning, approximately how much money you can save. And let me tell you, it's not money being saved in the tens of thousands, it's money being saved in the hundreds of thousands from taxes.
Awesome. Well, I know there are probably, you've seen clients who successfully retired. Any tips from them that you can share with us?
Well, first of all, having a plan. Unfortunately, my industry is usually more about product than it is about plan. That's what you sort of see out there.
Right.
But again, get with somebody that's going to talk to you about how you want your retirement to look like. They're going to ask you questions about how much income you need, how much risk you want to take, what type of taxes you may want to pay, which most people say that they don't want to pay any more than they have to. You know, how are we going to attack this thing called inflation?
Right.
Who do you want to leave your money to? And then there's this thing called long-term care. I recently lost my mom earlier this year, and she spent the last almost year of her life in a nursing home at $335 a day. You know, how do you pay for that when you get into retirement? So again, have a holistic plan, get your legal piece, your wills, your power of attorneys, your medical directives, and all of that stuff aligned. These are all the things that go in and having a good, firm, sound retirement plan.
Yeah, you're reminding us of everything we need to think about, which
Exactly
is so
right.
important.
Exactly
so people
right.
want to get started. How should they go about that?
Well, again, if you just want to go to the website, arobertsassociates.com, and sort of pop on the tax calculator, it's one thing. But for those people watching today that have saved over $500,000 in retirement savings, I will give you a complimentary meeting. It will actually probably turn into 2 complimentary meetings to where we can help you start to look at what it may take to have a successful retirement plan.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right, Tony, that's an incredible offer, and thank you so much. And if you at home would take advantage of that special offer from Prosperity, if you're retiring or already retired, Tony and his team will sit down with you personally to customize retirement plans just for you. Now, this is a comprehensive plan that includes a look at your investments, your income sources, your taxes, and so much more to help you get that retirement that you deserve. Reserve one of those spots right now. All you have to do is call 513-613-4567. Again, that number is 513-613-4567.